There is no doubt that the pandemic has put a stress on just about every aspect of life, including something as simple as putting food on the table. Well, this morning on 11 TV Hill, one local group that is doing just that by the millions. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jason Newton for 11 TV Hill, and we are at the Maryland Food Bank right now. Through the pandemic, they've been able to provide 51 million meals. That's a record for them. It tops the previous record by 10 million meals. And today we're able to share some time with President and CEO Carmen Arguello on how they've been able to do it and survive through a pandemic. Making your way through a pandemic and running an organization like this, how tough was it, or has it been?
Yeah, well, it's been extremely tough. And so, clearly when this thing broke last March, it was literally overnight. We saw demand skyrocket, and everything kind of shut down around us. The supply chain got all jammed up. Volunteers with companies working from home, all our volunteers kind of went by the wayside, and so we had to quickly pivot and react. The good news for us is that we're accustomed to reacting to kind of natural disasters and crises. We've done a lot of that over the last 40 years. None like this in terms of depth and length, but the reality is that we mobilized quickly. Yeah. And that allowed us to really begin to take some steps forward to try to respond to the need.
For those of us who are fortunate enough, we go to a 9 to 5 every day, we come home, and not a whole lot changed.
Yeah.
But there's some families that, both mom and dad lost a job. What was it like for you, and what did you learn about need in the time of a pandemic?
Well, what we learned is that the need was already big to begin with, right? And so when you just lay around, we have a base of 1.5 million Marylanders who are already having a hard time making ends meet. Mm-hmm. And many of those were above the poverty level. So, you tend to look at some statistics, everybody looks at what's below the federal poverty level. The reality is there's plenty of people who are working but can't make ends meet. So now they lose their job, sure. And that situation becomes even more dire. And so now not only do they struggle to find food, but they're struggling to make rental payments, and they're struggling to provide medical support for their families and other challenges that they're facing. So it really put on us to say, how do we make sure we can take food off the table, if you will, as an issue for them to deal with, and let them focus their efforts on solving some of their other problems, knowing that we can take care of the food situation.
Just getting food into here is a tough proposition.
Yeah, so we got a couple things working there. So on the volunteer piece, we certainly had to change all our policies and procedures, make sure we create as much social distancing as we could. Mm-hmm. Our visits become few, we can accommodate fewer people at a given time, but it was critical that we keep that in place. On the distribution side, again, low touch, low contact distribution. So we've had to find new ways to distribute food. We historically been an organization that promotes pantries of choice, places where people would come in and shop, if you will, for the food that they think are most appropriate for their families. We didn't have that luxury during the pandemic. We had to find ways to get people in and out of our pantry partners. So we created backup boxes. These are a 30-pound box of food that can provide food for a family of 4 for a week. We thought we'd do 35,000 of those. We are now 375,000 into that list, that. And we've had to actually set up a whole separate site where we hired 25 people displaced by the pandemic to build those boxes. So that and grab-and-go meals, another thing that we prepare right here in our own kitchen, where we can prepare meals for people to easily, quickly grab and take home for their families. So a very different distribution model to be able to respond to the fact that we couldn't find this interaction.
When this began, what kept you up at night? What did you worry about?
Out of the gate, I worried about food access. I mean, the supply chain tightened up so much. Everybody was working from home. There's a huge run. If you remember what grocery store shelves looked like, they couldn't get access to food, and if they can't get access to food, we couldn't either. We were really going to the same well in terms of getting food access. So early days, access to food. Quickly shifted to financial support. Mm-hmm. We knew that we had to buy a lot of food to be able to provide and respond to this need. So far, we spent $27 million. We normally would spend $6 million. Wow. So early on, it's like, where are we going to get the financial resources to do this, right? Luckily, that too started to kind of calm us down with regard to the amount of support and that we've received over the term of this pandemic. And then my concerns started shifting to just staff. We've been here day in and day out. We were all hands on deck through the whole 12 months. Our partner network, when I say staff, I even include our partner network. Their ability to stay open, stay front and center with this day in and day out. There's a lot of stress associated with how do I manage this? How do I keep my folks safe? They're dealing with the pandemic when they come into the 4 walls of this building. They're dealing with the pandemic when they go home to their families, and they really just can't get away from it. So My concern has shifted more towards mental health and fatigue, if you will, of our staff and our network.
We were talking earlier about seeing those lines. I think it was some in California and some in Texas.
Yeah.
And it brought a reporter to tears even as he was watching that going. Do you think that helped propel some people who were able to give to maybe even give a little more now?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think that was a major turning point for this. I mean, if you think about the silver lining around this pandemic is the increased awareness around food insecurity. Yeah. We have I mentioned earlier, we have 1.5 million people in Maryland who are already struggling with food insecurity. We think that's 2.5 now. Those images going into people's living rooms, seeing those lines really, I think, raised the awareness of it and really caused a significant, gave us great attention and provided a significant source of new funding for us that historically wouldn't have happened if people didn't see those images.
Tell me about the outlook going into the future now. I mean, do you feel like you can still count on those folks that now that they may be hooked, like this may become a family thing for them? And how do you make it through knowing that $1 million number has raised so much now? Yeah,
we certainly hope that the people will stick with us during this. And I think that's the important point here is that there's a lot of optimism right now with regard to cases coming down and vaccines going up and this sense of maybe this normalcy coming on the horizon. But there's no vaccine for food insecurity. We're going to be dealing with this issue, and the number of people who have been displaced by this pandemic, we're going to have to be dealing with providing services for them for an extended period of time. We dealt with the recession of 2008 to 10 for 3 or 4 years after the recession was over, and then we're going to have the same experience here. Unemployment is double what it was prior pandemic, and it's going to take a long time for those jobs to be absorbed back in the economy. So we think this heightened level of demand is going to be in place for a long time, and we're going to need to continue to be there for folks.
Just describe the feeling that you get, being able to hand over food to the public.
You can't describe it. It's really, you know, I spent 27 years in the for-profit space, and it's something I hadn't really ever experienced in my entire life in terms of seeing someone's reaction. And for them to say thank you for something that's so basic, it brings me to tears as well when I think about the impact we have every day and our partners have every day facing face-to-face with people in need. It's incredibly rewarding. It motivates us to do even more, to be even more creative in our response, to find more nutritious food, to do everything we can to reach more people, because there's so many out there, and there's pockets of them all over our state, and we got to find more creative ways to get there.